Good afternoon to you, students and colleagues who are in this student orientation. I welcome you to this first semester student orientation. And with me, it's Mr. Sadiki, who is from the College of Economic Management and Sciences. Myself, Shikatembo, I'm also from the College of Economic Management and Sciences. And we have Ms. Morale as well, Charmaine. She's also from the College of Economic Management and Sciences. I'll make a presentation which we have prepared for you from the College of Economic Management and Sciences to tell you who we are and what we do in the College of Economic Management and Sciences. Just a couple of housekeeping. I encourage you to ask questions on the chat so that our colleagues would then take your questions and will answer them at the end of the session. The reason we're preferring the chat, it is because we want to take as many questions as possible. I'll share my presentation now. Let me just do the sharing. Can you see the presentation?
Not yet, Mr. Tembo.
Okay. Is it visible now?
Not yet. Would you like me to share from my side?
You may.
Okay, let me quickly do so.
Still, you can't see anything.
We are able to see the presentation, Mr. Tembo. Thank you.
You can now. We are, as I said in the beginning, from the College of Economic Management and Sciences. The college is the third largest college in the University of South Africa. Our vision is to be the leading economic management and sciences college recognized for its excellence in relevant learning, teaching, and research in the transforming society through critical and engaged and applied scholarship. We offer qualifications starting from certificates, which I will show you now, certificates, diplomas, degrees, and postgraduate qualifications. These are listed our higher certificate certificate offered in the at the College of Economic Management and Sciences. Who qualifies for this higher certificate in Economic Management and Sciences is people who would not have maths requirement or have not passed with the bachelor's at matric level. Then they will start by doing the higher certificates. The higher certificates are more like a bridging course. Upon passing those certificates or one of the certificates, then you can apply to do any of our degrees or diploma of your choice. These listed are the diplomas offered by the College of Economic Management and Sciences. Some of the diplomas there is a maths requirement and an English requirement, and you would be admitted if you are applied to do one of the diplomas, provided you have passed your matric with, and we do have also college-specific requirements, which are mentioned, your maths and English. Maths Lit, one would want to ask, Maths Lit, it does not really assist you as a student when you apply to some of these, for some of these diplomas and the degrees which will be following very soon. From a diploma, if you have passed your diploma and you want to do an advanced diploma, then you will be required to have obtained a mark of 60% and above in your majors, and therefore you can apply to do your advanced diploma. These are the three diplomas we have in the College of Economic Management and Sciences, and one might want to ask, why don't we have the diploma in safety management? This diploma in safety management or BTech in safety management is undergoing new development, but we still have the advanced diploma for those of you who are returning and who would have completed the required diplomas. We have got degrees. Below are our degrees. To qualify for a degree, you should have passed your matric with maths and English at matric. However, there are degrees like tourism where a maths requirement is not needed, but most of the degrees require a maths requirement in English. The reason we require you to have passed English at matric level, it is because the language of study or communication or most of the study material are in English, and you would be required at least to understand, so that when we are being taught, then you can easily resonate with what would have been offered in your studies. This is a continuation of the degrees which you may choose from, and I also indicated that to be admitted to any of our qualification, you need to have passed your matric, and you need to have obtained a maths or English. In cases where students are from neighboring countries, you are required to submit your qualifications to SAQA, South African Qualification Authority, to evaluate your qualifications, so that we would then compare your qualification to the matric we have. Student support. If you register with the College of Economic Management and Sciences, you should not be worried that who is going to assist me in my journey of studying at UNISA. We pride ourselves with the services which we provide. We are student-centered service through academic and administrative activities and lifelong learning that enhances retention and throughput rate. The college has got a contact center which provides students with or which answers your any query which is related to the college. There are people who sit in that office to support you in your student journey. We are part of that CAIC as well. If you have any queries that relates to the college, you would be assisted. But if there's any other query that relates to other colleges, you would escalate the query so that the colleagues in the departments within the university would assist you. And the CIC, they can be reached at kemsinquiries@unisa.ac.za, along with other departmental mailbox that can be accessed on my module pages or tutorial letters. Lecturers are also at your disposal. If you need to contact the lecturers for queries which are related to your studies, you can make an appointment with one of your lecturers and relate your queries, and therefore it will be resolved. However, additional to that, I would also speak to the e-tutors which we have. That is a supplement to these lecturers that we have at your disposal, meaning that you shouldn't struggle when you have academic problems, because the support is there for you to use and make you successful. We also have CAM specific orientation dates, and the first one is on the 14th of month, that's first semester, where you would be taken through what the college has in entirety. It's in detailed. Online exam support through dedicated students. We also have Mr. Sadiki, who is a leader in that portfolio, who would assist you with all your examination queries. However, he is not going to assist you with answering any question papers you might have. The only thing he would assist you with is your examination queries that you would have, and that email, which is reflecting on the slide, is the email you should use to pose your questions or ask any questions relating to exams which are residing in the College of Economic Management and Sciences. As I indicated earlier, that we have further support, online tutorials where you get e-tutors 24/7. Upon completion of your registration, every student is allocated a tutor. If you do not have a tutor, then alternatively your lecturers would be a tutor. Then you'll be grouped into groups and therefore given an e-tutor who would assist you with your studies. The tutors, normally they've got a page, a site where they will communicate with you. They'll give you a welcome message. You also have an opportunity to discuss within that the discussion forums with your fellow students in the event that you want to discuss, so that you don't feel isolated, or if you do not understand something, your fellow students might answer you, or the each tutor would assist you with the understanding of your studies. We also have the library guides on how to use the online library system, and especially on how to reference to avoid plagiarism. The reason we emphasize on getting guides on how to use the online library system is because when you use, during your studies, when you use other people's work or other students' work or any other document which has been produced and you do not reference the original authors, then you will be transgressing the rules. Then it translates into plagiarism, and it's a serious offense that you take somebody's work and you do not acknowledge that particular person who would have made an effort to produce a document or a book for you. So I would encourage you to go to the library or navigate the library and use all the resources that would make you a good student who do not copy from others, because copying and pasting would land you into trouble. And should you be found having transgressed copying somebody's work without referencing or paraphrasing their work, then the university might suspend you for studying for a year or so, depending on the severity of your transgression. We implement support for the students who would have obtained an average pass rate of less than 50% based on the learner's analytic. And should we identify that you are one of those who might be struggling, then you will be identified and be provided with support. But you should be willing to be supported, because sometimes you identify people to say, no, I'm just giving an example. Let's say a module like economics, you've got a challenge in that, and therefore we identify that this module has got challenges to students. Then we identify a group of students or the module itself and try to provide extra support so that you pass your modules in required time. Examination preparation sessions are scheduled prior to the commencement of the exam dates to inform students on their expectation and responsibility as students. With the examination, Mr. Sadiki and Ms. Morami are with me, who would guide you with the examination sessions, and I also gave you their contact email. You can pose any question relating to examinations so that you are fully prepared for examination, because if you are not, you might lose time trying to figure out how we are going to navigate your way through exams, because our exams are online. We are no longer having a venue-based examination, so you should attend to some of these sessions so that you understand what is required from you. And then the examination sessions further educate you on different proctoring tools. The expert in that area or in that space is Mr. Sadiki and Ms. Maravi, who would show you exactly what you need to do, what you don't need to do. And with the examination, it's very, I see a hand. May I suggest that I see a hand. I suggest that we take hands when I'm done with this, and then we'll then answer every question that you would have raised. The Department of Economics hosts student awards to reward and encourage and motivate students. So there is a criteria that you need to adhere to, and therefore, if you want to be one of those recipients of the awards, then you can contact us, and therefore we'll give you more information as to what you need to do to also be rewarded. It seems there's a technical glitch somewhere. My presentation just lost me a little bit. There's a technical glitch, but we at the very end of our presentation. I'm going to invite questions, and I say that we encourage you to write on the chat so that we can respond. And I'm also going to give my colleagues a chance to add whatever that needs to be added on the presentation so that we can adequately respond to your questions. Thank you. Ms. Murabi, if you have something to add, then you can speak to the students.
Thank you, Mr. Tembo. Before we allow the questions, can we please allow Dr. Wessels to give a presentation on the short learning programs first?
Thank you. Thank you. Dr. Wessels, the floor is yours.
Good morning, colleagues. Good morning, students. Oh, no, sorry. It's good afternoon already. Good afternoon, everybody. So sorry. It seems like time has run away with me. So I am Dr. Wessels, and I will be sharing with you all about the short learning programs. So I manage the short learning programs I manage the short learning programs for the College of Economic and Management Sciences. And the short learning programs are just take this out. So the short learning programs are managed by us. Within our college, we have various short learning programs, but they all reside under the UNISA Center of Lifelong Learning. So the UNISA Center for Lifelong Learning is there, and all the courses throughout the university are offered by the UNISA Center for Lifelong Learning. And lifelong learning, what that basically means to you is it's a continuous process of learning where you constantly learn. You finish off this particular diploma course or degree course that you are currently busy with, and then you decide this is what I want to study next, and then you study another short course. So your short courses could be anything from 6 months to 1 year. And the benefit there is it increases your employability, your level of competitiveness in the job field. Also, for self-improvement, your own self-improvement, it's always excellent to register for these courses. And then we also have career advancement. You know, you're working in a particular environment and you want a promotion. This is where you come to for your promotional opportunities. 6 months, a year course, you can complete and you can stand in line for that promotion, you know, so that you can buy that fancy car that you want as well. So it also enhances your social status, because then you can afford that fancy car or that new house that you want. So at the UCL, we are a one-stop shop where we offer various short learning programs. So as I said, remember these short learning programs, it's not like your 3-year degree course or your 3-year diploma course. This is just 6-month modules, or 1 year you can complete the entire course. And the UCL is the central hub, and all the tuition and everything is provided underneath the UCL. They also manage your applications, your registration, same like with your formal programs. You also have to apply, you also have to register, you also receive your study materials online, information on exams. And you know, they were talking about proctoring and copying. Mr. Tembo was telling you about that Mr. Siddiqui manages. Please also, we don't want you to copy here as well. And then you receive a certificate after you complete this particular course. And this is all done in conjunction with the colleges, the academic staff, and other departments throughout the university. However, all the information resides with the academics. So the academics will write the material and make sure that they adhere to the various stringent requirements required. So what are your short learning programs? They're introductory, non-degree tuition programs, and they're meant to develop your skills as well as your knowledge in a specific chosen subject field. They are quick and effective, covering fundamental key concepts that you just need to improve on. They are developed from degree courses through rigorous academic research. And the aims are you can develop or upskill or multi-skill yourself and your various human resources skills in a particular field. You can update and broaden your knowledge and skills base. It's also the benefit is that it will meet specific learning needs or requirements of your job. Just enough focused learning approach. And it will assist your employers and employees to develop meaningful careers and also learning pathways. And you have access to learning through the UCL. Cost, time, energy, and resources, everything is made available online. And we call continuous professional development, we call it CPD, which is important because we want you to have this continuous professional development. Learning programs available this year, and each program consists of 2 to 6 modules. The prices varies from 2,000 Rand upwards per program, and as I said earlier, either 6-month course or a 1-year course short learning program is offered. And how to apply? Let's go online. Let me show you this process of going online. Okay, let's quickly just go through. What we will do is I will show you where to find these courses online. If you are interested, www.unisa.ac.za/UCL, and it will take you to this site where you can find all the information on making your dreams happen. So it tells you all about us, the UCL. It tells you all about the short learning programs, pay your study fees, any announcements for students, and how to contact us. So short learning programs for the College of Management Sciences is in, you can find them here. All you need to do, you'll find that this is for all colleges, the advanced courses offered, the advanced programs offered, advanced short courses offered, and various courses that are offered by the university. We also have a lot of programs and a lot of short courses, as you can see, and lastly, workshops and seminars. Now, you know, if you feel you need a bit of emotional intelligence, there's a short course that you can attend. And all you need to do, you're looking for a specific college. As you know, we are busy with the College of Economic and Management Sciences. You just click on our college and it will show you all of the various courses that we offer. The short courses, it shows you the programs that we offer and also the courses that we offer. This is a new course that I would just want to open and show you just a bit about our website. Let's go to the course in Basic Psychology for Shop Stewards. So as I said, this is a new course that we are offering brand spanking new, from the shelves, from the lecturers' minds, and it's a 6-month course. 2 modules will be written. It's offered in English. You see, here you get all of the requirements, admission requirements, grade 12, and equivalent and appointment as a shop steward. So it provides you all of the various admission requirements, registration period, the course leader details, the program administrator, the purpose statement, and the modules, the 2 modules that you have to do in order to complete this particular course. So if you are interested, students, please www.unisa.ac.za/UCL. You'll find all of our courses there. Thank you so much, Mr. Tembo, for the opportunity. Thank you so much, Ms. Morabi, for the opportunity. I hand over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Doc. Before we answer the questions, I would like to acknowledge the presence of the tuition manager, Prof. Lidimu. I'm going to allow it to address you as well. Prof, if you are here, could you please address us?
Thank you, Mr. Tembo. Thank you, colleagues, and good afternoon, everyone. I just want to welcome you, and we are grateful that amongst other colleges, you chose the College of Economic and Management Sciences. So you made a right choice, because our college is known for being the pioneers of business and economic and management education. We are looking forward to support you. We are looking forward to see you completing your degree and completing your diploma or your certificate program. Please do not hesitate to reach out to our office or our college should you need any help or support. Thank you so much, Mr. Tembo.
Thank you, Prof. Mr. Sadiki, do you have anything before we field the questions?
Good afternoon, Mr. Tembo, thank you. And also good afternoon to our students. I think from our side, really, we'll get our students, you'll talk to us mostly when you come into the exam stage. And in between as well, we are available to make sure that you are fully supported through all the activities that we offer. And I do receive quite a lot of emails and calls from our students from the college, because they will be saying they are not receiving any response from the academics. But before you come to us, make sure that you exhaust all the channels within your departments, the departmental mailboxes, your course code mailboxes, and your lecturers' details. Don't just come to us directly, without engaging your lecturer. And obviously, in between, before you get to exams, also ensure that you read all the information that is provided to you, and always get ready on time with your examinations as well. And so that you don't get confused in the middle of or at the beginning of the exams without reading the online examination rules that we provide and all the proctoring tools that we make them available, either Turnitin or the Invigilator app, and all those model proctoring, so that you don't find yourself in the wrong side. And also, just lastly, to our students, please refrain from going to get third parties or bogus writers in downtown colleges to write your assignments and to also write your examinations. It will get yourself into trouble. You might be suspended. Please stay away from bogus service providers. And don't get people writing your assignments and also your examinations. Thank you, Mr. Tembo.
Thank you, Mr. Sadiki. I'm going to take a couple of questions, but then some of the questions have been answered, but I'm going to read these loud so that we can all benefit. The question I picked is for the research report in the Bachelor of Commerce Honours in Economics, will a student be allocated a supervisor who will guide the student on what is expected of them? Yes, you'll be guided by your lecturers who will be teaching that particular module, and they'll tell you or guide you as to exactly what needs to be done in that particular module. And then there's a question which says, how can I get hold of e-tutors? Upon registering and your registration is complete, you are automatically given an e-tutor. You can access it, him or her. You can check your tutorials and they'll guide you as to where you are supposed to go regarding your e-tutors. I have only registered to do 3 modules. This is incomplete. Okay, I think it has been answered. The question has been answered. I've only registered for 3 modules, and therefore one of my colleagues answered you that the institution allows you a maximum of 3 years to complete a higher certificate in economic management and sciences. You can do it in 1 year as well if you can. You can take 5 modules in the first semester, pass them. I'm assuming that you would have passed in the first semester, and the other semester you pass the other 5, then you would have completed your higher certificate. Then you can apply for a degree or diploma you would want to pursue. Morabi, would you want to take questions, colleagues? Okay, another question says, I have a national diploma in logistics that I've done with TUT. In this case, when do I apply to be credited some modules as they appear on my academic record? And I'll be doing BCom in transport economic this year. I'm assuming that you have registered. If you have not registered, if you are registered, then there's a form there at Sunnyside campus that will be provided by the student advisors to complete, so that your modules would be evaluated, and if the modules are similar to what we have, then you would be credited. And in some instances, if the modules are not exactly as the ones provided by or offered by University of South Africa, you would be required to provide a syllabus where everything would be evaluated and credits will be granted. However, application of heavy modules to be credited does not necessarily mean that modules would be credited. It still has to go through evaluation. There's a question, what should I have to study and what are the most needed resources for the higher certificate in FIP? I'm not sure what FIP is, but what you need is when you study for the higher certificates, the higher certificates are designed for people who would not have obtained a 50% in maths, a 50% in English, or who would not have passed a bachelor's degree. That's the admission to bachelor, that's where they start, or admission to diploma, that's where they start. I hope that answers your question. If I successfully completed my higher certificate in economic management and sciences, that means I will be qualified to do any bachelor's degree that you offer. The answer is yes. However, it does not guarantee that you would get a space. You know, there is a question of enrollment plan. We also need to cater for the students who would have passed matric. But my suggestion would be, if you are studying the higher certificate in economic management and sciences, pass with the higher marks. For instance, if you pass by, if you obtain your 75% or 65%, the unlikelihood that you would not be accepted to do your bachelor's degree are very small. So it stands you a good chance to go to or to articulate to a bachelor's degree. But if you have studied with us, then we'll give a space will be offered to you. Can the UCL be taken in conjunction with the higher certificate diploma degree and a higher certificate diploma and degree? Dr. Wessels, I think this question is directed to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Tembo. That is my question. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for your question, Joanne. You can register for a short learning program at the same time that you are registered for a higher certificate, a diploma, or a degree. So you can do the two concurrently. It will not be a problem at all. Thank you so much for your question, Joanne. You still have time to register. Thank you, Mr. Tembo.
There's a second question again that relates to, is directed to you. On the SLLPs, the study material is not yet loaded, but there are due dates loaded for the first assignment. Who can assist? Dr. Wessels.
Thank you, Mr. Tembo. Thank you for that question as well. I would like to know if the student could just respond to me and indicate which short learning program it is and which module it is as well. Then what I can do is I can check with the lecturer why this study material has not been uploaded and why there's a due date already. So please just let me know in the chat, and I can follow up with your lecturer for you. Thank you, Mr. Tembo.
Thank you. Some of the answers are in the chat, and I see my colleague Ms. Moravi has answered one of some of your questions. I hope you would read, and then if there's any other clarity that you would seek, you can continue asking. We are scheduled to end at 1 o'clock, so at least we still have about 17 minutes of engagement with you. Just wanted to ask, how does one become part of the UNISA team to compete in the JSE challenge? Prof. Lidimu, I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm not sure whether this question relates to us, but if you have an answer, or any of the colleagues, could you respond to that question?
Hello, Mr. Tembo. How far are you? What question is it on the chat? I would like to read it.
Okay, the question is, good afternoon to all. Just wanted to ask, how does one become part of the UNISA team that competes in the JSE challenge?
Oh, that should be at departmental level. I guess the Department of Finance, Bank and Risk should be able to guide their students. Thank you.
Prof. This one is directed to you, Dr. Wessels. How many credits does each short learning program module carry?
Thank you so much for that question. So it some of the courses count 5 credits. We unfortunately are in the process of also obtaining accreditation, which is a process which should be started next year, where it should be accredited as well. So at the moment, some of the courses have 5 credits and other courses don't have any credits. Thank you so much for the question.
Thank you. Thank you for the response, Doctor. I see there's a question which does not relate to the college, but I will try to answer this one as well. If I apply to study with NEFSAS and does not approve my request in time, am I going to be able to study if the learning process begins? What I'd suggest you do is to ask the people from Sunnyside regarding this question, but from my knowledge and experience, NEFSAS students have been accommodated, and if there's late payments, they are always registered, and therefore the payments comes late. But I stand to be corrected because I'm not in that space. Will we be able to access this session on YouTube afterwards, or is there any online resource to refer back to? This is directed to you, Ms. Moravi. You can respond.
Thank you, Mr. Tembo. Yes, students or colleagues in the meeting or those who were not able to join can access the recording on the YouTube link. Also on the Teams, we are recording the meeting so that people who are unable to access right now or have technicalities would be able to access at the end of the session. I've also attached the YouTube link onto the chat in one of the responses. Thank you, Mr. Tembo.
Thank you, Ms. Moravi, for the response. I hope it would assist our students. And the other question is, anyone doing a higher certificate in economic management sciences, is there a Telegram group? Ms. Moravi, would you want to take a bite on this one, or Mr. Sadiki?
Telegrams groups, Mr. Tembo, we don't get involved in Telegrams or WhatsApp groups. Our official communication channel is the Learning Management System, which is my module, or any official departmental course mailboxes. The students are free to create their own WhatsApp groups and their own Telegram groups, provided you also not be selling information in those groups and also organizing people to write assignments and exams for you. Then they should just be ethical groups, but we don't get involved in those unless if there are specific lecturers that organize those, but officially the Learning Management System and also the course specific mailboxes.
Thank you. I would also want to add, please, students, do not share your personal information with people who are outside the university. We have got communication channels that you need to use, which you have within the university. And the other question is, does politics, philosophy, and economics go apply under humanities or economics management sciences? I'm not sure whether I understand this question, but I'll try to answer it. What I would say is there are modules like economics, which also are done in or are offered in humanities, but those are modules from the College of Economic Management Sciences. So they use our modules to add to their PQMs and then have the qualification. I hope I've answered that. This one, I think it has been answered. Can UCL be taken in conjunction with higher certificates? The answer has been provided by Dr. Wessels. Good day. Okay, fine. This one has been answered. This question, I think it's incomplete. What should I have to? Okay, what should I have? All right, this question has been answered as well. The questions, I think we have exhausted the questions, but it does not stop you from continuing with asking questions. If you have any other questions you would want to pose, would continue reading the questions and we'll be responding. Okay, fine. How do we access this specific question? Okay, fine. This one has been doesn't solve it. The other question that is very important is, does UNISA offer a program for students to use to run our assignments through to check if any of our work is flagged as plagiarism? If so, how do you log into the system? Mr. Sadiki, I think this one is directed to you as well. We can respond.
Oh, that's Turnitin.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We have introduced it to the honors level, but the students can check out their My Module page. The lecturers will communicate if they are implementing Turnitin, especially with undergraduate modules. So the different courses are managed differently. So you should check out your page for the course, and the information on Turnitin would definitely be there.
Thank you. I think we also responded to the NEFSAS question. If someone has been excluded from Beacon Business Management, and they do a 6-month program with 5 modules for readmission. If someone has been excluded to do a BCom management, the reason being, I think the reason would be if you do not pass 48 credits per year, then you get excluded. So each and every year, you need to pass at least 48 credits, which is about 4 modules that you need to do so that you can be readmitted. But for readmission, I would suggest you go to our registration and our department, and they would assist you with that. You can do a 1-year program, not a 6-month program, according to the information I have. And then upon passing that, then you can reapply for readmission to a BCom degree. Good day, I hope you are well. If you have 13 modules for your course, how can you split them so that they can start? They can study in both the first and second semester. The answer would be, if you go to our website or you have our brochure, degrees are structured in a manner that you have your second year, first year, second year, third year. So you can't just do modules haphazardly, and therefore you then want to split them. If it's BCom, for instance, BCom General, you have your you've got your accounting, you've got economics, you've got business management. I can name them, and therefore they should be about 10 modules per first level, and the other 10, it's in the second level. The other 10 would be in the third level, and then that completes your qualification to 30 credits, 30 modules, and therefore you then qualify to graduate with us. There are questions relating to NSFAS. I'll just I'm assuming that NSFAS will also be presenting, and they will be answering the questions. We are left with about 4 minutes. I'm going to do one question, and then at 13:58, I would then ask Mr. Sadiki to do the closing for us. And until we meet in our CAMS student orientation, that will be on the 14th of March. The other question is College of Human Sciences in collaboration. No, College of Human Sciences is not housed in the College of Community Management Sciences. It's a college on its own, and they provide their own qualifications. Mr. Rachidi, are you in the orientation? Rachidi?
Mr. Tembo?
Yes.
There's a hand. Can we allow the hand?
Yes. Can allow the hand. The floor is yours.
Zipho Zonke. Okay, should we let me quickly unmute. Yes, you can go ahead.
We are listening.
Please unmute. We have allowed your mic. Okay, I think the student is experiencing difficulties.
Okay.
She's back again. Let me quickly allow Veli Nkosi. Veli, you can go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ma'am, and good afternoon, everyone. What I would like to ask is this: I've tried to apply for exemption on online. It went through, but I just heard now that there's some forms that we have to get from the sites and fill them for exemption. If maybe we think that the subject that we did in a previous institution, it's almost the same as the one that is in our current. So I just want to find out if I did it online and apply for exemption online, I still have to go and collect and fill that form.
Thank you for the question. The online application is acceptable. So the people who are in charge of exemption will go through with your application, and therefore they would respond to you. If there's any other document that they need, then they will communicate with you via my life email, the official email address that all the students have. And I encourage you to use my life email, because we do not respond to any other private emails. Thank you. It's now 2 o'clock. I would allow for Sadiki to make the closing remarks. However, I would continue reading your questions and try to respond as much as we can. Those we can't respond to would escalate it to the relevant people. Thank you. Sadiki.
Thank you so much, Mr. Timbo. Thanks to our students as well for coming through to this student orientation. We definitely have another one. Please do come through. We will also be posting it into our social media pages, our Facebooks as well. Do like our page on Facebook, Economic and Management Sciences. And also do read Your My Life, because that's where we communicate a lot of information. Read Your My Life email. If you don't have one, please do claim it. Also ensure that your cell phones, mobile numbers are up to date. We've got a new layer of security called the MFA. Please read through, and also don't change your cell phone number every 2 months, so that when you come into exams, you don't have problems of authentication. And also continue to just do your work and not buy assignments and exams. Tuition period starts on the 19th of Feb. So for all your course-related information, go to your course page and check for your information on your course-related pages. Otherwise, have a lovely day, and thank you for coming through.
I see Mr. Tembo is on hold. We can conclude our meeting. Thank you so much, and good luck with your studies for 2024. Bye-bye.
All of the
Thank
best
you,
to you,
colleagues, and
students.
bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye, everybody.